Earlier we talked about the hierarchy of importance, with the most important thing usually being the eyes of the characters. To make those eyes pop a little more, we make sure that they are reflecting a light source. This creates little tiny pinpoint lights, which are called eye lights. Eye lights make a character feel alive. I don't know that I understand why this is, because in real life this isn't something that I ever notice or care about. But in cinematography, it's an undeniable effect. Even in cartoons, when we want to empathize with the character more, we just add more eye lights. As in this case with SpongeBob SquarePants. The eye lights suggest that his eyes are watering. But this is also used in anime and other cartoons to make a character more lively or adorable. Here's our model Bitsy without an eye light and also with an eye light. You can really see what a difference this makes and how much life and energy she has in the eyes. Or in this close-up of our other model Lucy, notice how the eye lights make her eyes just sparkle. So what should you use as an eye light? You kind of have to be careful because you don't want to add in a new light source just to light the eyes. And you can see that we have that here in this shot with Bitsy, and it's not great. The good news though is that the eyes are actually really reflective, so you don't have to have really bright lights to create eye lights. Also, the larger the source, the larger the lights in the eyes will be. Of course, you'll want to avoid shining bright light directly in the eyes of the actor, as that would be distracting, obviously. Pretty annoying too. Now, in some cases, you might not want an eye light. You might want a character to seem dead behind the eyes. In the haunting opening scene of The Godfather, nobody has eye lights. Their eyes are just black, which is really disconcerting. In The Machinist, it feels like eye lights are an indication of the arc of Christian Bale's character. In the beginning parts of the film, he has eye lights and, feels lively enough. But later, his character breaks down, and the lack of eye lights makes him feel even more detached. Using eye lights tactfully can also show a disparity between characters. We see that here, as his girlfriend has eye lights and still has her wits about her. The same technique was used in The Silence of the Lambs when we first meet Hannibal Lecter. Agent Starling has her eye lights, but the sinister Hannibal Lecter has none. And, when we filmed The Assurance, I knew about this concept, but I don't think I realized just how important it is. And we were in a hurry, so there are a lot of times I just kind of wasn't looking for eye lights or didn't care that much. But by the time I got to post-production, I realized how much I missed having eye lights in a lot of shots. This was especially bothersome to me in these shots in the finale. Because there was no eye light, the ball composite would have to be flawed. Obviously, we would see the reflection in her eyes if she were holding a huge light source right next to her face. However, I did get the eye lights right in one visual effects shot. In the upcoming courses on visual effects, we'll look at how I recreated and tracked these eye lights and what a difference that made in the final shot. Now, in the next tutorial, we're going to look at a fun trick, how to create a silhouette.